Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 296 of Factorio with the Z-Block mod, where we have just been expanding our sulfuric acid production, and I think we are getting a little bit better on that. What we actually needed it for, I'm forgetting. Didn't we cut off both silicon, sulfuric acid, and aluminium? We did, but that hasn't been removed. Let's go and do that. Because those bases makes its own sulfuric acid. At least if it makes enough. I'm not entirely sure about that yet. So now we just have these trains waiting. And that means that our crystal catalyst production gets more of it, which is the only train left. Okie dokie. And we needed, well, the crystal slurry at least for here, right? And we already have some of that. Good. So we are, of course, working on getting our beacons up and running. We need all of our cut crystals and harmonic crystals. And we need more crystal grindstones to actually keep working. We need more silicon stuff for that. Is that this one? Silicon carbide? Yes. Why are we not making any of that? Let's go have a look. Silicon stuff missing. Silicon powder. That's the same thing used here and here. We are making that in these. But we need ingots. We get ingots here. And they are put in this, but it's being put into here first of all. So we're making all of the monosilicon first. And that's going to be a while. Should we maybe dedicate some of this production for other things like the silicon powder? Just put a limit on this. Silicon ingot is more than 100. Then we should see this go to the robots instead. We actually make this stuff. That does have a lot of uses, of course, so maybe we won't get a lot of this, but we have some at least. 20 so far. Are we low on robots, by the way? Yes, 500 is not enough. Because some of them have to fly all the way down here. We should get as much charging here as possible then, I guess. But we already have some. We also have them coming here. Wait, no, they shouldn't come here anymore. Nope. Come here though. Are we planning to have anything in here? Probably not. Okay, let's just leave it like that. Except that now we are missing these. I don't want to look at that, so let's get rid of those again. What's the last one? Right here. Hmm. Oh, I've stolen one. This is a very robot intensive area. Maybe we should have more, but for now it should be okay. We just need a little bit of production. Good. Just a bit more of this. So now we have around 400. Which can make 160 of these or something. Go with that for now. Good, so when we get more of that, we get more grindstones. We are grinding the green splinters down to get more of this stuff, that's fine. And these also count into the network, but as dirty ones. It would be nice to be able to have two conditions here, so we could count both dirty and clean ones. But then on the other hand, we shouldn't really have a lot of dirty ones as soon as we get some lubricant here. And lubricant comes from the fish farming, and we don't really have any yet. Didn't we leave that in a good state? Or maybe we're just ramping up the fish production. Let's go have a look. Should we get rid of these somewhere? Maybe they're just supposed to go to fish farming. We still have some stuff for that. And maybe we should just grab some robot charging points on the way. These things, and maybe more bots. Come on with the last ones, please. Thank you. So, this whole area cannot get rid of its stuff. Is it just because we don't have enough robots? No, it's not. Sulfuric wastewater. Have we not started exporting that yet? Doesn't look like it. And we don't have a lot of landfill. Great. I should really just request a couple thousand of that just to always have some. And then grab more when we actually need to make new outposts. Where is landfill? Is it here? No. Shouldn't it be here? Sand. Just 2 stacks. Let's not put those in the storage chest up here. Let's, on the other hand, put these in. Good. Do we have a station we can steal? I think this should be reusable, with the exception of the robobot. And these. Good, so now I have 12 stations and only 11 trains. Let's also just grab this. Good. Do you have fuel? Yes. So now robots should start working a lot more again. Think. Let's just get rid of this for the short term. So we have 150 Factorian fish. We have raw fish oil. Have a lot of raw base mineral oil because it's not being clarified. It needs to be burned. This should probably stay there though. Maybe, who knows. Flare stack. Yeah. Is one of them enough? Oh, I will just do that for now. It would also fit nicely to just have one here. Oh, there. Good. So now we get raw fish. Oh, just fish oil. And we should get lubricant, but we cannot clarify the fermented stuff. Fermentation base. Hopefully we can burn it. Oh, really? This. We have to make it into something else. And we get compost out of both of those, and we're not using compost here. Dang it. Hmm. There's just so many things stopping us here. Ethanol or acetic gas. What do you use this stuff for? Liquid plastic. Wait, what? No. Cellulose acetate. So I can make this. But there was also the recipe. I don't know, man. Well, I guess we could burn it. No, we can't. Never mind. There's no void recipe. Unless it's just not shown. But it should be. I mean, we can void this. Ethanol. And make methanol. No, it can't. And make liquid resin. Or it can make ethylene. Or can be voided. So that's probably the easiest way to get rid of it. But then we have compost. That we cannot get rid of. Wait, what? You can void compost? In a composter? Get rid of compost? Okay. That's what we're doing then. At least to begin with. Until we realize that we really need ethanol or whatever the other thing was. So we should probably put this in its own thing and have 300 as input. Like that. One machine doing this, and what's the difference here? Methanol and ethanol, okay. We need ethanol, and just one flare stack as well, but 7 of these. And are we bottling it up or anything? No. Because we tried to get rid of it. Why is this expansion thing not just in here? I mean, there's no problem in us expanding this way other than it looks ugly. But then we've already started doing it, so... we would need 2 of these setups, right? We have 11 machines, we would need 22. Yes. So we only need half of our processing here, so 4 of these. Can we fit you in if we do this? Hopefully we didn't need anything else for this. No, wait, no. Good. Ethanol gas. Yes, please. Can we fit in a flare stack? Right here? Yes. And those can just be directly adjacent. We don't even need to expand. And the compost. Can all of them just reach one composter maybe? And do we have a composter here? Probably not. But we should have one at farming. Let's just bring 2, so we have one for the next part of the build if we ever do it. Are we using sulfuric acid here, by the way? Can we drop the canisters? We can drop these for this stuff. So we are allowed to use 2 spaces, but not 3 spaces. So I sort of want to switch these pipes around. Or we could just expand, I guess. But then we can't get all of it in there. It would just be nice to have it right here. Wait, if we do... we did this. We would need this here, but that's okay, that's allowed. We don't need that space. And we could do this. This outpost puts compost that we need to put back in somehow. And we need space for that as well, of course. Oh, we don't need a chest there. Something like that. If that is able to keep up, that's good. It's ugly, but it works. We did remove some robot area here. We can just extend that there instead. Are we correctly washing our filters? We should be as soon as we got that into the network again. Good. So now we should be making more lubricant again. That's good. And we have a train here with 58,000. That's more than enough for our users at the moment. So that should be the last thing here. Anything else we want to get rid of? Not right now. Why do we have so many chemical plants? I remember I had a plan for a lot of those at some point, but don't exactly know what that was. Was it just this stuff? At least I think I'm okay leaving a lot of them right here. And these. Are we making barrels here? Yes. So now we should be good. We're making more. We should be cleaning old ones. Are we low on robots? Yes, a little bit. Also, I've stolen one. This should be able to keep up, right? At least I hope so. This shouldn't be working too much longer. It's just that we are requesting a bunch of these. I just don't want too many of the drums laying around. And we do have a lot that are dirty. So just for now, we just add a bit more processing. And now we are starting to build up some extra ones of these. Slowly but surely. And that should be everything here now. Still lack of these, but that's just because of the silicon carbide still. Which we should have more of now. Another 1400. So it's a start at least. Good. And we have everything we need to make our beacons and modules now. So if we just bring all of our cut splinters into base, we should be able to handle it. Can we somehow get it all done in one train though? I think that should be possible. In one wagon, I mean. Because we don't need a lot of them, we just need a steady supply. And I just don't want to use 4 train stations if I can help it. Especially since we need 3 tiers of these for, or 4 tiers, right? Because this makes what I consider to be tier 0, and it is module 0. So yes. Okie dokie. First, harmonic things. In here? No. In here? Yes. So, can we actually just do the math here instead of going to 2000 every time? Also, we don't need all of these. It's a one wagon train. Dang it. We will reserve stuff for space. So, harmonic crystal splinter, polished green. If we ever need them, we probably don't. Polished red. And polished blue. Oops. Good. So we also need to request those in equal amounts, and it is 20 stacks of each. And they should stack to 200, right? These two at least. Greens looks like they do as well. So what is 20 by 200? 4,000 divided by 3 is 1333, so let's just say 1400. Good. Polished splinters, or crystal splint I should probably say. Because I will most likely be searching for crystal when looking for these. And we should name the other station as well. Are we just calling it bus? Yes, bus. Polished crystal splinter. Full bus polished, and we'll just save any of these IMT. And we use the less than or equal because then it can actually show us its progress when we're not nearby. Good. And we do want a full inventory from here at some point at least. We'll just manually send it around to begin with. We are low on silicon. No, we're just low on these. It shouldn't require us to have a lot of machines making these, right? Wait, maybe it does. We lose a lot. So we should have a row of these for each row of these, but since we have these combined for every... Wait, what? Then well, yes, we should have a row of these for each row of this. With the same amount of machines. Minus these machines. And... also the machine making the crystal splinters out of the whatever this is called. This thing. Why is that part not in here? I'm confused. So we need one of these to two of these, and one of those for one of these. Eh. We also need one of these for each of those, not... Oh, we have one for each, okay. I'm not sure why I had removed this, other than maybe to get rid of this. Also, are we limiting how much we input and output here? Yes. We don't want to limit the output because we actually need to get rid of the greens, because otherwise these back up with greens. But we would like to at some point process this instead of having it back up. We don't want that backed up either, because then these instead back up with raw crystals, or crystal dust, or whatever it's called, crystal powder. We will need to do something about that at some point. Oh, we did consider if we could make our own crystal slurry with it. If we cut these... Wait, not those. If we cut these into crystal powder. How to get this to want to... Oh, is this not the right thing? Yes, it is. Are we not matrix solving? No, we're not. This is not correct anymore. Why is that still there? Oh, it has scaled up these as well. To make enough of these. So we are not self-sufficient? At least not from green crystals themselves. What if we cut off some of the red ones as well? Or the blue ones for that matter? We cannot get down to being self-sufficient, is that right? Or are we actually self-sufficient now? If I don't want to output these... Wait, they're called polished, sorry. Now we have some of these coming out. Why are they not being used for... the slurry? So we make these just to make harmonic crystal splinters, that's fine. We use extras of these to make all of this. So we use less of those. We have everything we need then. Do take more raw crystal splinters. I'm just gonna use it to top up. Let's not try and be self-sufficient with this. So if we go back to this stuff, I am maybe gonna ignore these. We need less of them now because we don't need a lot of these anymore. But I am just gonna treat it like 47 needed for all of them still, I think. Or maybe just half of these. And just 47 of these still. Maybe. In any case, I really need to get an overview of this. That's a little bit better than I currently have. So for each machine doing these things, we need one... No, for each 3 machines doing these things, we need one doing this. Yes. So we should get this as part of this build. Stop it. 2 of those, 1 of these, for 1 of these rows so far. And it's also just 1 of these for each row so far, yes. I guess we're not gonna make it pretty, we're just gonna make it practical. Something like that. And this can be scaled. And we should be able to get rid of this down here. Let's put this in its own thing. And let's sort it by input. And say that we get 37 in. Why are these red again? I feel like I've figured this out already. Also, we get extra of this now. But we still need to take care of the green crystal splinters. Why does it not want to do this? Do we just have too long of a production block for it now? Or production line, or whatever it's called. Yes. Come on. Okay. So we have these 37 plus some 12.4 up from here. That's a little over 50. That requires a lot of these, holy Christ. Why am I so confused about this, and why am I using so much time trying to make it as exact amounts? Shouldn't we just get something done? Yes, we should. I'm just gonna remove these, as they confuse me. We do of course use some of this back into that, so we can't forget about that. Can we say that we get an extra bit of this in? What was it? Let's just say 15. So yes, 15 plus that is 52, good. Apparently we need a lot of machines doing this. Luckily it's only purified water needed. So, for each of these machines, for each one doing a blue one, we need one doing this, 47 to 47. And then we need some of these. Can we integrate this a little bit more into a build then with liquefying of crystal powder as well? Go away. This. But we maybe even directly feed it in here. No, we still maybe need to top off stuff. We only make 52 here. And we need a lot more. So yes, we cannot directly feed, we need to barrel it up. How many things here do we have that produce this powder? 3, 6, just that. So we just need 6 here. And how many of these? 1 for 4 of those. Maybe we're just gonna say 2 to 6 then. Wait, what? Yes. 2 to 6. So we put 2 of these in next to this. We want all of this moved, I think. And then we need to barrel up this, and we need to produce purified water. $52 purified water. That should be just one machine, right? 100 every second, yes. Do we want to do that as part of this build though, because the hydro plants are large and produce more than they need? You could just put them over here, where they have access to water or something. Just put them a bit further out so we have more space for expansion. Offshore pump. And this is for all of the machines we need for these amounts, yes. So we don't really need this to expand, but I mean, why not? Make it a little bit expandable at least. And barrel up this. And get robot coverage. And select purified water. And what, just run out of robots probably? No. Deliver 3. Are we not getting enough of these? I guess not. Cool. We have purified water there now. I am gonna cut this. And move all of this manually. And we would rather have this use space down below than up top. So let's just line that up. And then we would like to bottle up this, unbottle this. And neither are very large amounts. Oh no, now we take up more space. Also, we need a solid input here, so we will take up more space anyway. Because we need a solid input. Something like that. So this at least is fine. Honestly, I would like these to be further out, or just on the other side, but we're leaving them. Bottle up that. To get the other thing in here, unless we move the pipe up top. Then we wouldn't have space for the power poles, though. How are we then going to get the... I just wanted to just do it this once, but then how are we going to connect it to everything else? If we put it in the middle of these, would that make any difference? We can use the alternative setup for this if we want to. Where we just have a requester here, a provider here, all here in this case, I guess. So input here. Output here. And that needs to be an active provider. And power. That is within our limits. So is that. Only problem I see is that we wanted to power some beacons in here. So we should have put all of this down below and moved everything up one tile or something. Oh well. This is a slurry. Crystal slurry, right? Yes. And we somehow need to prioritize this. Maybe we just do that with an active provider. That's not an active provider. Oh, it is, but that's not where we needed it. There we go. Now that should be prioritized to feed this other than, or over these, I think. Okay, so if we duplicate this, we need to duplicate this as well. But then that should be everything, I think. And of course, we can't let these feed this in if we don't have enough. So if crystal powder is less than 500, this is not allowed to work. Are we not allowed to work right now then? We have 7,000 in the network. Oh, only... It's not a stop condition, it's a work condition, so we need to be over 500 to work. Okay. Are we lacking robots? No, then why are these crystals... Oh, these are not the crystals that should be transferred. These are... have enough of them in here, so that's part of why we're not allowed to input anymore, because well, then we don't have enough. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. But I think this is working fine. We just lack grindstones because we lack silicon carbide. And I guess I might have taken a lot of it. Can we just feed something here? No, that's not. What is this? Lubricant. Okay. And this will just go in here. Somewhere. And these will go in. We had some cleaning that we tore down of these milling drums that we need to put back up. So 4 for every 47. That's 1 for every almost 5, so we do need 2 for this, I guess. 4 to 10. We only have 2, so that should only be 1. I'm confused, but I always am. I always are, whatever it's called. This there, unbarreled lubricant here. Milling drums, cleaning. lubricant emptying. Dirty. Milling drums go in there. Clean ones come out the other end. This just helps for scaling, but really shouldn't be working at the moment, because I already have a lot. There's no reason to limit that. We are only allowed to output if we have less than 100. And that should be everything, I think. And then we're waiting for silicon carbide. Yes. And there's nothing. So we need to have a look at, or we need to go have a look at that again. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.